The Star of David and the Line of Judah persist, reminders of the deep roots of Judaism in Ethiopian civilization. At the former Haile Selassie University, now called Addis Ababa University, government spokesman Professor Tedessa Tamrat echoes Demeki's position.
One of the first things that the revolution did was to give religious freedom to everyone, to effectively separate state and church. And there is no oppression as far as religion is concerned.
Surprisingly, Leonard Seidemann, director of HIAS, a major American Jewish organization, sides with the Ethiopian government on this issue.
The report that I read, that I'm giving the most credit to, is the one that says that they can freely practice their religion.
So you feel that Jews are free to practice their religion in Ethiopia today?
Yes, I think so.
Jewish organizations who say that Falashas have religious freedom simply do not know what they're talking about. And I'm not suggesting that they're lying. They have just been badly misinformed.
We've heard a lot. We spoke to the Ethiopian...
Barbara Rybakov, confused by contradictory reports and determined to find the truth for herself, joined the first group of Western tourists since the revolution to make contact with the Falashas.
Is it true?
From what we saw, it is very difficult to be a Jew in Ethiopia. The Jews are poor. They have traditionally been discriminated against. Although it is true that the revolutionary government has given them land, they have not been able to keep that land in many places. To practice your religion freely means to have the ability to learn about it. Teaching Jewish studies, learning Hebrew are forbidden in Ethiopia. Under those circumstances, you cannot say that the Jews have religious freedom.
One thing must be realized here, that is, Falashas are Ethiopians. They are proud of being Ethiopians. They want to live like Ethiopians. They want to share the hardships, the benefits of their compatriots. They are Ethiopians. They want to remain Ethiopians. They want to die Ethiopians. You go and talk to them.
Taking up the challenge, we traveled 10,000 miles to Gondar province, where the last of the Falashas live, to try to discover the truth. The Falashas live here in the Simien Mountains, near the legendary source of the Blue Nile, Lake Tana's Tissisat Falls. Governor Major Malaku Tefera runs Gondar like a military camp. He has padlocked synagogues, closed Hebrew schools, and imprisoned rabbis. We were warned not to make contact with the Falashas. Unique in all of Africa, Gondar's medieval castles dominate the city. At that site, our appointed guide, Worku Sheru, explains his government's rationale for banning contact between the Falashas and Westerners.
See that when people make something out of them and they are quaint, they are interesting for tourists, and they like to see these. On the other hand, we would like these people to abandon these bad habits, and it's because of that that you're not allowed to go visit and film the village.
En route to the Simien Mountains, the guide became agitated as we attempted to film Falashas out of the Land Rover.
You know, guys from the West, you have a fixation.
I don't have a fixation.
You do. No, really, let's go. Let's risk it. You know, I don't have it. But if you lose all this film, and you have to be cool. Just like as you want this, you must be ready to lose your film. This, you must be ready right now.
What, and how would it happen that we would lose the film?
You would lose it. That's certain.
Why?
I mean, it will be confiscated. It will be returned to you after security went all through it and see that there are no shots of Falasha.
Yeah.
And you think that someone would find out that we've gone to...
It's certain. That I don't doubt. I'm sure, you must realize, this is all, we're only 2 kilometers from Denmark. And I bet you they already know we are here. Listen, I'm not trying to stop you from going. I'm not to frighten you, but you must be ready to take what is.
The consequences.
The consequences. And anybody who can take the consequences is free to, when break laws and will do whatever. But you have to be cool when it comes to consequences.
Yeah.
We tried a different route. We realized that Falasha children living in this region would be attending state schools. We stopped at one such school and spoke to the teacher.
The religion of most of these students.
Christianity.
Christians, they are following the religion of Christianity.
But there are some that are not Christians.
Yes, there are rare of the students are not following.
Yes, some rare students are Jews.
Are following the religion of Jews.
Jews. How many Jews would there be amongst these?
This school?
In this school, there are some 7 or 10 Jewish students.
And where do they live? Where do the Jewish people live?
They are living around.
The Jews are living all around this community.
Do they live in separate villages, or are they all together?
They are separated.
They are not separated. They are mixed socially and politically with the people.
The teacher pointed out this young Jewish girl who was now wearing a cross. Marxist-Leninist texts, revolutionary doctrine, and military training all form part of the curriculum.
We saw some of the students over in the field. They were marching.
Yes, they can. They can march in military working like the Russian or the Cubans were marching.
Before going to Ethiopia, we studied maps of the Simien Mountains and consulted with Falashas living in the west. As a result, we knew the location of some remote Falasha villages, unfamiliar even to the guide. Pack horses loaded with camera gear, we began a 10-hour trek toward one isolated Falasha village. We were now joined by an army officer who boasted that he had killed 8 student rebels. In the hours to come, the guide who was lured unwittingly into a Falasha village would try to get out of his predicament by intimidating the villagers and mistranslating whenever the Falashas became too controversial. There it was. Fearful of the government officials, the Falashas would answer evasively, at first even denying having heard of Israel. Often a gesture revealed more than the spoken word. Everyone was nervous as the interviews were conducted in a village that officially should never have been entered.
The House of Israel.
Are they still able to carry on their religion here in this village? Do they carry on?
Yes, around here, there are many of us. Our religion is different. There are many of us. We believe in the Torah.
Here comes the rabbi.
Somewhere, friend.
Can he show us his Bible? How long have they been living here in this village?
A long time. How long do you think?
Our fathers' fathers died here.
Are they happy living here? Do they enjoy living here?
Yes. After he created the world on the seventh day, God rested. Do you understand now?
Now we are having a little discussion here about the Old Testament, and he was saying, I was telling him that there are some people who go by the New Testament but don't have the same habits they do, and I was saying they have improved some, and he was saying that's not good, and he gave the for example the Sabbath. The Sabbath is a sacred commandment that it should be respected, and these people on the Sabbath do not do anything. They don't walk, they don't work. Sabbath is resting.
Do they have much contact with other Jewish people in Ethiopia?
Do you have contact with other falashas in the area?
What kind of contact? We do have religious gatherings. Yes, we do get together. Yes, we do have our reasons for getting together. We get together for special occasions. By the law of the Torah, we get together on Yom Kippur, Sig, Passover. On those special days, when we celebrate those holidays, our Kohen calls us together. Everyone comes together, congregates together, and we study the commandments, listen to the teachings, and do all the special things.
Do they like it here? Do they want to go somewhere else?
Do they know about Israel and all that?
No, you'd ask.
Do you know of a country by the name of Israel?
A foreign country? No, we have no way of knowing.
We were born in Ethiopia, but we've heard rumors. We don't know if this place is in the country or outside. These days, when we listen to the radio and hear about what goes on outside the country, we hear Israel mentioned. But ourselves, we were born here, inside Ethiopia.
Have heard of it by radio, but they have been born, their forefathers have been born in Ethiopia, and they are Ethiopians, they know of Ethiopia. But now they hear by radio some things about Israel.
But they're happy to